Well, good morning, everybody. I haven't made a video for a while, so I thought that this blustery morning here at home would be a good place to start. I haven't made a video, but it's not that I haven't been busy. Helped some people finish an estate, clean up. I got some friends that help people sell their stuff, and then at the end they usually call me and have me come in and do the scrap metal stuff. Got lots of stuff to pick up. Hopefully the snowy weather doesn't keep me from doing it this fall, but we'll see. Wrestling season's starting up in a couple of weeks, and I'll be busy every day from then until the end of May with wrestling and track coaching. But I thought that I'd do this and let you know what I've been doing the last couple of days, so here we go. I brought a load home on this trailer the other day. It wasn't very well organized, so I brought it home, got these appliances that I put on it, and they're all full of heavy steel. Everything. Made a little bit more room here, lots of heavy stuff in there, more stuff here. That stuff there will get sorted out. There's some Volkswagen Rabbit diesel stuff in there, transaxles, some engine blocks, etc. They'll go in a different load or possibly be sold. There's an old antique rototiller. I think I'm just going to pull it off and keep it in a pile just because it's kind of cool. A few other things. There's a pickup that I got this summer. I'm going to try and see if I can get it to run. Maybe a computer issue, I don't know. It's a 94 3/4 ton 4-wheel drive Dodge gas engine. Not too bad a shape, but we'll see. And stuff I've been picking up randomly and just dropping it because I didn't have time to deal with it. These air conditioners are from the motel that I've posted about before. Got some of those to go through. This was the last load I picked up from that estate cleanup. Not a lot of stuff on the trailer, but I've got to get it unloaded because I have another wrench pickup today. I don't know how much stuff they've got, but I'll take this trailer and the pickup. A lot of this stuff will have to be sorted because it's not really scrap right now. A lot of it will become scrap probably, but there's some old stuff. Anyway, I'll go through it a little bit at a time and scrap out what it's time to scrap. And yes, so far I'm absolutely in love with this new to me pickup. I haven't done too much talking about it yet because I haven't made any videos. Maybe I have since I got this pickup going, but anyway. And then here's the little tractor. Of all the videos that I have done and put on YouTube so far, the one about getting this one going and the progress there has been absolutely the most popular. Works like a charm. Really has increased my ability to move heavier stuff around. It's got a power steering leak that I'm going to have to address, and then of course it's got lots of old hoses and stuff that eventually will have to be dealt with. But so far everything's awesome. I've got a funky set of forks that go on this bucket, but I have to do some modifications. This pipe right here has been welded on since they were used, so I got to cut this off, put some other reinforcement up there so the forks can slide over there, and then there's a wedge that goes back inside the bucket. I think they'll work pretty good once I get everything set up. See off in the distance the frosting of snow up on the mountain. We've had some of that for the last week or so, maybe a little over. So, some fancy going on. One more thing that I did do that I haven't with my wood cutting buddy a couple weeks ago. Got a good head start on the winter's wood. Hopefully that'll be enough. And we got this old pickup going. I guess that's something new too. I got this pickup from a the mother of a kid that I coached for wrestling for several years. I've had it for a few years and haven't really done much to it. It had some issues, but got it going and ended up putting a throttle position sensor on it, and that took care of the way it runs. It's 35 years old and has some issues, but nothing too serious. My old Dodge that has been the mainstay of my scrapping for the last several years has developed an oil leak that's gonna need some attention, so I have to deal with that, or who knows, he might get put on the market and let somebody else fix the oil leak and fall in love with the second generation Cummins. But anyway, tomorrow's election day. Hope everybody gets out and votes. Hopefully, if you're in a place that allows mail-in or early voting or whatever, you've already done that. But the future of our country is in our hands. So let's see what we can do. Anyway, I'll add some more to this when I get the load completely done. I just thought that I'd start off with this and bore you fine people a little bit more. So for now, here we go, and I'll be back later. Have a great day, and remember to vote. All right, here we go. It's evening now. I made the pickup that I was going to do today, then got busy doing other stuff and didn't make another video of that, so I'll show you what we got. An old safe, of all things. A couple of ripper teeth, some couple of buckets of oil filled pipe cut-offs from building fence, corrals, whatever, and then some old feeders, smashed up new feeders. I don't know what brand these are, but the ranchers don't recommend them. They freeze to the ground and then everything breaks them. This place is right on an abandoned railroad, and I don't know whether that has anything to do with the railroad wheel that was out in their field or not. But anyway, an old harrow. So just stuff. I'll get this loaded on that trailer tomorrow and then maybe go in the next day to the yard. I don't know. As you can see, I showed earlier, I've got lots of stuff to sort and load. That's just a quick update. Remember, tomorrow's election day, but it'll probably be beyond by the time you hear this, but hopefully everybody has voted. So until then. All right. It's a breezy election day afternoon. I'm going to get back to it here a little bit. Put a little starting fluid in the old tractor. It doesn't like the cold weather very well, so a little bit of squirting here and see if we can get the old Ford to start. I'm betting on it, so let's see what happens. Oh, look at that. Put the cover back on. Take a little bit more. All right. Sure falling in love with that little tractor, if I haven't said that before. Got the big trailer organized the way I want it to start putting more stuff on it. And then here's the stuff that I picked up yesterday. I'm gonna get all that stuff put on there here directly. Got a bunch of stuff that I've been sorting out here. Some of this will also go on the load, some of it will not. Got some Briggs and Stratton motors and stuff like that that'll go in the dirty aluminum. Starters, electric motors, stuff like that. I'll sort all that out. I'm not sure how much I'm going to take in on this load, but I will take some in. I'm going to walk out here in the yard while the tractor's warming up, and I'm going to show you some of the stuff that I've got out here that I'll load some of too. There's Bendy. She's checking things out. Might need an old Suburban. Need to organize my sheet metal pile here by next spring. Get that stuff back on the market. It's a pretty good commodity. Amazing how many people like that stuff. Got not as much as I would like to have, but I do have some still there. Now we're getting out into the big yard. This stuff I've been piling up for years. Got a bunch of wire in that old pickup bed. Weight equipment from the school. A lot of this stuff has been here for a while. May need a bent up but rust free tailgate out of a square body Blazer. This stuff, some little barrels. All these lights came out of the school. It's handy to have the connections for people to just come and drop stuff off in your yard. My wife and I have stripped down these. We got some buckets of different miscellaneous stuff here that we've stripped off of them. Nothing too serious yet, but we have a lot more to go through. This burnt up stuff is from one of the devastating wildfires this summer. Burned up some cabins, and there was a guy that needed to clean up some metal and stuff so he could get started building a new cabin, and it was on a weekend and he did not have a place to dump it. So he brought this one load out here in a dump trailer and dumped it off, and then found another place in town that he could dump it, so it saved him about a 60-mile round trip. So that was the only load he brought me, but that will be going in soon. So this is my yard. Lots of stuff here to clean up, sort, organize, just like everything else, but we've got room. Really need to fire up the riding mower and knock these weeds and grass and brush down and stuff before the snow sets in too much. Hopefully I can keep moving forward on the scrapping this winter. There's my old yard there. And I say old yard, when I first moved into this place, I started organizing this little fenced in area as the yard, and then I quickly outgrew it. A bunch of stuff got dumped in a unorganized fashion, and I'm still been scrambling to get that organized back up. So anyway, this is where we are. Got some cars to go in if the price comes up enough. Just handy to be in an area where people know you, trust you. This car comes from a shop in town. Somebody traveling through blew it up, didn't want to put the effort into it, so my friend that I went to high school with that owns the shop called me, said come and get it. This little car here was the driver's ed car at the school for several years, and we used to take that on wrestling tournaments. Then they sold it as surplus here a few years ago, and it finally gave up the ghost, and the lady that bought it called me and said come and get it. The Subaru I picked up last summer. I got some other rigs. I bought 4 vehicles from a guy and got 2 of them hauled home, and the other 2 have not. some old Fords back there that I've had for years. I picked up these two Volkswagens from that estate sale the other day. They were both Rabbit diesels. Which one I don't remember, but one of them's a 1980 and the other one's an 81. So they're both parts rigs. Have no title for either one of them, but they were both diesels. They have parts inside of them, different stuff. I'm not a Volkswagen diesel guy, so anyway, there'll be parts available on those if any of you people that are watching this have any interest in Volkswagen Rabbit diesel parts. Old aluminum hood and trunk Ford LTD. Once again, I bored you enough. I'm going to put this all together and maybe post it up tonight after I get done loading things. I might put a little bit more on there if I get a load done before it gets dark. Anyway, if you haven't gone out to vote, go vote, even though it'll probably be over by the time you see this. I'll check in later. All right, well, here it is, the afternoon of the day after Election Day. Got my load done. We've got a new president. So I'm going to flip this around and I'll let you see what we've got on the load. I haven't got it tied down yet, but anyway, this is it. I incorporated a bunch of stuff that has been laying around here, as well as stuff I picked up at that sale the other day and the other stuff I picked up from the rancher a couple of days ago. So we're going to call it a load, with the exception of we might put some non-ferrous stuff on the pickup. So anyway, sorry to drag out the video so long. If you guys have made it through this much, appreciate it. If you're watching it on YouTube or Instagram, hit a like, hit a follow, all that kind of stuff. I guess I'm going to try and be a influencer. Anyway, just something in my daily life here. Just something to do and let people kind of see what I do. Nice couple of days. Supposed to be nice for a couple of more days. Then we're back into winter type weather. So I guess the 6th of November, it's time. Anyway, thanks for watching. If you have, maybe the next one won't be so long and boring. Have a good day, everybody.